The story begins in 1964 with a man named Ed Warren and his wife, Lorraine Warren. A woman named Victoria is telling them about the supernatural activities happening in her store. At first, only her dad could feel it, but after his death, Victoria started sensing it too. Ed and Lorraine checked Victoria's storeroom. They found a mysterious mirror there. Lorraine was pregnant at this time. She could feel the spirit inside this mirror. The moment she touched it, the mirror cracked. Lorraine started experiencing labor pains. Ed quickly got in the car and rushed to take Lorraine to the hospital. Lorraine kept saying, "There was something in the mirror." At the hospital, the doctors tried their best, but the baby wasn't coming out. Suddenly, the lights went out. Lorraine started sensing something there too. She could see a spirit right in front of her. But then Ed arrived. Lorraine gave birth to her baby, but the child wasn't crying. She wasn't even breathing. Lorraine said, "Give me my baby." She took her child in her arms and prayed to God. She begged, "Please bring her back." Because of Lorraine's prayer, her baby came back to life. She started crying. Lorraine named her daughter Judy. Slowly, Judy grew up, but she would often see horrible things. Judy was terrified of them. So Lorraine taught her a poem. She told her that whenever you see something, sing this poem and tell yourself that nothing is there. Now the story shifted to 1986, to a family in Pennsylvania called the Smurls. They had just moved in here. Today was the confirmation ceremony for one of their daughters, Heather. After the ceremony, Heather's grandparents gave her a gift. It was that same three-headed mirror. Their dog started barking as soon as it saw it. Heather didn't really like this gift either. Everyone started cutting the cake, but someone blew out the candles before Heather could. A tube light fell from the ceiling and shattered on the floor. After this, the scene shifted to Ed and Lorraine. The two of them had been doing their paranormal investigation work for so long, but now they had stopped taking new cases. They were just giving lectures and sharing their experiences. But the students weren't taking them very seriously. The whole family arrived at a dinner. Actually, they had stopped taking new cases because of Ed's heart condition. Now, for Ed's upcoming birthday, Judy wanted to bring her boyfriend Tony. While they were sitting there, Lorraine started sensing something. Judy was sensing it too. She was singing her poem. Lorraine calmed her down. But then Lorraine saw a hand on Judy's shoulder. The scene shifted to the Smurl family. Heather's mom, Janet, heard sounds behind her in the basement. When she was talking on the telephone, the phone wires suddenly got yanked. She thought her daughters were doing this. But her daughters weren't there. Something else was pulling that wire. Heather's younger sister's toy also started floating in the air in front of her. She saw a spirit there. On the other side, Heather and her older sister Dawn found this mirror really creepy. So the two of them picked it up and threw it outside. The next day, the trash truck came and took it away. But as soon as this mirror broke in that truck, Dawn started feeling something in her throat. She felt pain. She started vomiting blood. Broken pieces of glass were coming out of Dawn's mouth. The scene shifted to Ed. Ed wanted to resume taking cases again. But the doctor told him clearly, "You can't have another heart attack." At Ed's birthday party, Judy brought her boyfriend Tony along. Tony was extremely nervous. He was scared about whether Judy's parents would like him or not. At this party, Ed and Lorraine's old friend, Father Gordon, was also there. When Judy went into her childhood bedroom, she started feeling something again. Annabelle was sitting on a chair in her room. Judy recited her poem and said, "You're not here." Then Tony came into the room. He asked, "Did you see something?" Tony knew a little bit about Judy, and he still loved her. He started asking her about her poem. The two of them moved closer to each other. But just then Lorraine walked in. She told Tony that Ed was calling for him. After he left, Lorraine asked Judy, "What's going on?" She understood that Judy was seeing those things more than before. From her own experience, Lorraine knew it was better for Judy to stay away from those things. Downstairs, Ed and Tony started playing table tennis together. Lorraine and Judy also came down to cheer them on. Tony lost the game, but Ed was feeling the physical strain too. Later, in private, Tony asked Ed and Lorraine for permission to propose to Judy. Now, Judy and Tony had only been dating for 6 months. But he said, "When you know, you know. And I can't imagine my life without her." Lorraine told him, You do know that our family is not like other families." Lorraine gave him her blessing, but Ed felt like this was a bit too soon. But just then Judy came in. She saw the ring. She asked, "Is this for me?" Ed gave Tony his permission. Judy said yes immediately. Tony put the ring on her finger. The whole family was overjoyed. As they were leaving the party, Father Gordon told the Warrens that they were getting calls from many families. They wanted their help, but Lorraine clearly refused. On the other side, the Smurls realized that their house was haunted, but they couldn't afford to stay in a hotel. They had informed the church about this, but the church's process takes time. Dawn felt like her dad wasn't trying hard enough. That night, while sleeping, Heather's dad also saw that spirit. Heather's dad started floating in the air. The spirit was choking him. Meanwhile, Heather started watching the video from her confirmation day. In this video, she saw that an evil spirit had blown out her cake candles that day. It had been captured on camera. Right then, another spirit appeared in front of Heather and attacked her with an axe. Heather tried to escape from it. Heather's mom saw her husband floating in the air. Downstairs, Heather was lying on the floor. She was saying, "Something is here." The next day, a lot of media houses showed up at their home. The Smurls told everyone about the evil presence in their house. They were doing this hoping that someone would come to help them. On the other side, Lorraine and Judy went to look at wedding dresses. Judy tried on a dress, but the shop owner, Brenda, left her alone in the trial room and went outside. So Judy started feeling all those things again when she was alone. The trial room door opened. Judy thought Brenda was inside the dress, but it was that same evil spirit that was at the Smurl's house. Judy started reciting her poem to avoid seeing it. The trial room light turned on. Judy thought everything was fine, but from a mirror, her own reflection grabbed her throat. Lorraine came inside and took care of Judy. On the other side, Heather's grandmother was being taken away in an ambulance. Father Gordon came and saw all of this. Janet told him that something had pushed her down the stairs. Father Gordon had come here not on behalf of the church, but on his own accord. He started investigating the Smurl's house. When Father Gordon sprayed holy water in their basement, he realized that the evil spirit was right here in the basement. Father Gordon quickly went to the church to tell the bishop about this, but the receptionist there asked him to wait a bit. Then Father Gordon's nose started bleeding. The receptionist in front of him just disappeared. The phone on the table started ringing. When Father Gordon picked it up, Judy's voice came through saying, "Father Gordon, you can go now." In front of Father Gordon, a cross on a door knob turned upside down. Darkness filled this entire room. Father started praying. Then even his cross burned. Father's hand got burned. He went outside, wrapped a wire around his neck, and hanged himself. On the other side, Ed showed Tony their secret room where all the haunted objects were stored. These weren't even allowed to be touched. Now, destroying these objects wasn't that easy. These things don't let themselves be destroyed. So instead of leaving them outside, the Warrens kept them all in one room. Ed also told Tony about Judy, that she was born lifeless. For almost a minute, she didn't breathe. Just then, they got the news about Father Gordon. The Warrens attended his funeral. They were very close to Father. There, when Judy touched his coffin, she felt something. Judy found out from another priest that Father Gordon had died in Pennsylvania. Then one day, while washing dishes, Lorraine's sink got clogged. Lorraine tried to unclog it. She found her locket with Judy's photo inside the sink pipe. The sink water turned into red blood and started overflowing rapidly. Ed came from behind. Lorraine said, "There is something wrong with Judy." Actually, she had gone to Pennsylvania. Ed, Lorraine, and Tony went after her. Lorraine said that whatever was happening in this house, they would just take Judy and leave. They went inside, avoiding the media. Lorraine was relieved to see Judy safe there. She said they had to leave from here. But Judy said, "Stop, we don't run from fights." She said that now that they were all here, they should help these people. Ed and Lorraine agreed. They learned the Smurl's story from them. Judy told Tony that she had seen a vision of Father Gordon's death. But Judy didn't want to tell her mom about this. She felt like something wanted her to stay here. Lorraine started investigating the house. Lorraine had the power to sense evil spirits and see their visions. And these same powers would be passed on to Judy. Just then, both of them felt something upstairs. Lorraine stopped Judy and went up alone. She saw a spirit on the bed there. She felt like someone was passing by outside. Lorraine went down toward the basement. She saw a vision. Lorraine explained that there were 3 spirits here. There was a woman who was having an affair. When her husband found out, he went insane. So she hid down in this basement with her elderly mother. But her husband came with an axe and killed them both. But Lorraine didn't believe that these 3 spirits were the real threat. There was something else, something more powerful, controlling them. Judy heard Lorraine's voice calling her from upstairs. She went up when called. Upstairs, there were stairs leading to an attic in front of her. Judy reached the attic. That same 3-headed mirror was there. Judy touched the crack on it. Then she found a piece of chalk on the floor. Judy saw that "Miss Me" was written in front of her. Judy understood that this was Annabelle. She came out of the attic. Downstairs, she heard a little girl's voice from a room. Judy looked with her flashlight. It was the Annabelle doll, which got up, grew bigger, and came after Judy. While trying to run, Judy fell down the stairs. She told Lorraine, "There is something in the attic." Lorraine and Ed saw that mirror in the attic. This mirror had found them. Lorraine touched its crack. She said, "Something has changed. Something is different." Lorraine and Ed told the Smurls about that mirror, that the mirror was a demon. It was our first demon encounter. We lost our daughter because of it. And because of this fear, Ed and Lorraine never went back to that store. But now this mirror had found them. It had brought them here. But now they wouldn't run away from it in fear. They had to take this mirror to their artifact room, because only that place could contain it. Ed told Tony, "Whatever happens tonight, you have got to do what I say." Meanwhile, Judy's health started getting worse. Ed explained to Jack not to look at the mirror and not to touch it directly. The 2 of them were going to lift it and take it outside. They covered this mirror. Tony went outside to get the car ready. This mirror was making itself heavy. Its covering started coming loose. Tony's car wouldn't start. Judy's nose started bleeding. As soon as the cover came off, Jack looked into the mirror. He saw an evil spirit. He fell down in fear. Then this mirror fell on top of Jack. Outside, Tony started the car. But he saw an evil spirit on the road. Tony crashed the car into the side. It started raining heavily there. Lorraine quickly shut the door. But just then, she heard a toy sound from inside. Lorraine saw that Judy wasn't on the bed. She was sitting down on the side, reciting her poem. But now the demon was controlling Judy. She attacked Lorraine and pushed her down the stairs. The Smurl's dog started barking at Judy. Judy threw it in the air and slammed it. Ed came and tried to bring Judy back to her senses. He said, "Listen to my voice. I know you can hear me." But Judy attacked his heart. Outside, Tony couldn't get inside. He tried to come in through the back door. Lorraine regained consciousness. But she could see those other spirits in front of her. The man with the axe moved forward to kill Lorraine. Lorraine somehow escaped from him. Tony came there to help her. At Ed's command, the Smurls ran out of the house. Lorraine told Ed that this monster wanted Judy. Judy had already hanged herself with a rope in the attic upstairs. That monster wasn't letting anyone near her. Ed somehow tried to cut Judy's rope. With great difficulty, they cut it. When the attic broke, everyone fell down. Judy wasn't breathing. Ed pressed her heart, trying to bring her back to life. Lorraine saw that monster with her own reflection in the mirror in front of her. Somehow, they brought Judy back to life. But then that mirror started moving toward them. It began spinning rapidly in circles. Ed grabbed his book and started performing an exorcism on this monster. But Ed's words weren't having any effect on this monster. The mirror stopped, but then it moved toward them again. Tony's leg got stuck in it. This monster burned Ed's book. It was extremely powerful. Judy kept reciting her poem out of fear. But then Lorraine said, "Judy, don't look away. Don't shut it out. Don't run." She wanted Judy to face her fear. Judy did exactly that. Together with everyone, she tried to stop this mirror. The mirror started breaking. As soon as Judy said, "You are not there," the mirror stopped and fell down. The next day, the Warrens left from there. They took this mirror to their artifact room. Ed handed the key to Tony saying, "Welcome to the family." This one case changed their lives. They didn't take any cases after this. This case was the most dangerous and the last one for them. And with that, friends, our story ends right here. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.